How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the top 20 new cards to be revealed in this patch. And normally I would do my top 5 and stuff, don't really have time. So I'm just going to go through all the cards, give my quick initial impressions, be quite quick about this. No one even listens to me anyway, so can't be wrong, really. You know, if I am, no one will know. Okay, so first up, we've got this big ass rock. It's organic. You know, it means that it grew pretty well. No pesticides on this thing. Seems like a bit of a power creep on Owl's Thunder if Owl's Thunder has not changed. Just 7 damage, but it's also got the ability to outright kill a unit if the row behind it is full. You don't know how easy it is to fill rows yet, so we'll have to wait on that. I don't think this Black Friday mob here can actually be disloyal, but if it can, then there's an obvious play there. So just power creep, good organic rocks, delicious. Now we've got the spear. This is pretty good with any particular spy card, you know, Cantarella, Frightener, Tala, that type of thing. Also, you've got Manticore Venom, so Manticore. So it's basically a bronze Manticore Venom for any deck, and you can remove any engine cards you want if you take this card. Now, you might lose some value there, but you know, stick a Frightener on the end of this thing, and you're good to go. Next, we've got Old Man Stregobor, and he's a weird card. I don't think it'll be very easy to use. There is one particular combo which seems to work with Old Man Stregobor, and this is Stefan Skellen. I think Stregobor and Stefan Skellen are gay for each other, and their offspring will be a 1-strength spy. So you first play Stefan Skellen to get the spy to the top, and then sex him up with Stregobor, and you get yourself a 1-strength spy that you can play, and the opponent gets something. I don't know. That's a decent combo. Other than that, I think it's a bit too random for anyone else. Uma, I was very disappointed with this card, particularly this little guy. I just don't like the fact that it spawns any gold card. It's like an Avalat the Sage, but a lot better, really. You can't reuse him a lot, though. But you never know. You might be lucky. You might get Avalat the Sage as a choice out of the 3. So I really don't like this card. I think it's a bit just too much. But again, it's for the new game mode, really, isn't it? Yeah, let's hope we get Avalat the Sage with it. And then we can really go into the memeception there on that one. So we're into monster cards now. We've got the Alpha Werewolf. This is very basic. We don't quite know what Moonlight is. It's some form of buff or hazard. We do know. So I think Moonlight will be that it buffs cursed units and damages non-cursed units, even on your own side. And this is a decent play. I mean, it's okay. It's going to help with the swarm a little bit, and hopefully there's some synergies within cursed beasts and Moonlight and wolves and stuff. There's not much to say on this one yet. It's just 10 strength. We have to really wait for Moonlight before we can comment upon this. This really cool card here, Parasite. You deal 12 damage to an enemy or boost an ally by 12. So it's basically a better version of Manticore Venom. It's monsters only, however. This Parasite is organic. I think it's probably a bad card because Manticore Venom is a bad card, and this just gives you the option. And really, for 12 value, it's not enough, is it? If you're boosting yourself, 12's not enough. If you're damaging an enemy, 12's not enough. If you're removing something, again, that's probably good. You know, if you want to remove something, it's good. But again, that bronze card up above, that spear that you can stick the end, that you can shove up the Frightener's ass, going to be better than this card. So I don't like it. It's not good, really. We've got the Brewess Ritual. I think it's great. I really like the card. Don't necessarily think it's amazing yet, but I think with the development of more bronze Deathwish units, we have better choice. There's 4 bronze Deathwish units in monsters so far. You've got Neckers, probably unlikely. You've got Rot Fiends, could be likely. Combine it with Unseen Elder, you get some good value if you've got a lot of movement. Archer Spores, that could work. You know, get 2 quick Archer Spores on the board. Which should go over a long round 3, could work quite well. And also Earth Elementals, which is just garbage for this card, really. So I like it, but I'd like to see more Bronze Death Wishes in the future. I think some people might try it with Archer Spores, maybe the Rot Fiend, but they're the only 2 things you're going to do with it. We've got Ointment. Well, I mean, it's okay. You know, Resurrecting a Bronze is definitely coming in with the Alchemy set. I think you're just going to be resurrecting Vikarvara novices a lot, you know, get through those as fast as you can. And you've got the potential to heal allies and spread the damage out. It's a bit weird, really. It's probably definitely going to be into the alchemy card, because you use a novice to pull this, which will pull another novice from your graveyard. And it's part of the whole thinning thing, I think. So not too bad. Slave driver, shit. Now we've also got Yennefer Tremors, absolutely cool card. Definitely a good card, this one. She looks like she can't stand up, but she spawns the last bronze or silver spell you played. So you can pretty much guarantee to get what you want from this card. I think this card is great. For Nilfgaard, it's 5 strength. You can play Artifact Compression and then play her for Coral, basically. You can play Hailstorm into her into another Hailstorm. Don't have much movement, probably not something you want to do. You can play Alzor's Double Cross into her for another Alzor's Double Cross. There's a lot of really cool options with her. So, you know, Scorch into Scorch, really good card. A lot of variability. I think she's definitely going to be seen quite a lot. She's basically like a slightly worse Ethne for Nilfgaard, but still really good. She can only play spells, so you can't do everything that you could possibly think of. Northern Realms, the Tormented Mage, an excellent card. This card is going to see play. I think we're going to see Northern Realms item archetypes. I think it's already guaranteed, to be honest. This card is an excellent card to bring in for that. It's proven to work well. It's 2 strength and it pulls, you know, it's basically a Vicovaro novice or an emissary for spells or items. So great card. The Damned Sorceress, it's decent. You know, it's not so difficult to get curse unit on your side. We saw a lot of curse units in this particular thing, so this could work. 7 damage is a lot of damage. You know, it can kill off a few key cards, which is really good. So Hubert Rept is what I'm calling him. One of my most favorite cards of this particular 20 set. I rate him like 9 or 10 out of 10 in terms of interest. Really generates a lot of really cool bobbleheads in my head for cool ideas. Drain all boosts from your units in your deck. So, you know, create a massive deck, full test. You're going to get like 27 strength on him or so. Maybe if you play your blue striped scouts and then take them all off with him. You know, there are issues with it, but the ideas flow. I really like the ideas. Can't wait to give this guy a shot. Killian, don't like this card again. It's just more RNG. Good for the new game mode, but I just, no one really listens to me anyway. But spawn a bronze and silver alchemy or spawn a bronze and silver item. It's just too vast, really. I don't like it. I don't think we'll see too much. I'm sure, I mean, the fact that it's bronze and silver means that the gulf is huge. What we don't know is if you're going to get all bronzes or all silver or a mix. I think we'll probably get a mix. But I still, yeah, no thanks. All right, cheers. Cheers, bruv. No thanks. The Panther is very similar to the Damned Sorceress, but worse. It's harder to dictate your opponent's board than your own. And having less than 3 units on a row, possible very early on, especially if they're trying to set up things like Mahakam Marauders and, you know, Imperium Forces very early on in the game. So you could get some easy value from this. It's just slightly worse than the Damned Sorceress, just in case, you know, you pull it later on and they haven't got any, they've got more than 3 units on a row. Pavco Gale, sorry. Play a random bronze or silver item card from your deck. I'm not really going to mention this. Hope it's good because it's all good old Pavco, but we don't really have enough bronze or silver items to really judge this guy yet, so we're not going to bother. Now, Xavier Morin, this dwarf, he's good. He is good, but he's just boring, really. I think his value is about 18-ish. You know, you could play Cleaver, you could play some of these 8 or 9 strength dwarves. I imagine it's based on the starting collection. So he's good. He's like an 18 power dwarf or so, but usually just boring, really. Probably quite useful in a dwarf deck if you want to try and go for a full-on dwarf deck. So yeah, all right, just boring but good, I would say. Right, Beastmaster, he's come back. The Bone Talisman has moved off my weakest. We have beasts, and the bear that he spawns is a blood curdling raw bear. I think it's exactly the same. It's not Doom though, so that's quite important. 1 strength spawns an 11 strength. That's 12 strength play. One's a beast ready for the Bone Talisman, and you know we've got blood curdling raw value right here, which is really nice. It's Tursak, no veteran. Yeah, he's all right. I like it. Exciting to play this. We'll hopefully get some more beasts soon. Really cool artwork too. Now the ornamental sword I initially thought was crap. Spawn a Skellige soldier and strengthen it by 3. Yeah, absolutely horrible. Why would you take this? There's a lot of cool silvers. The only valid reason would be something like an Axeman deck, whereby you don't take Restore in an Axeman deck, really. So this might replace Restore, but still, it's the Discover Spawn mechanic, and you probably won't get the one you want. So I think we'll just choose something else. Honestly, it's too wide, again, too random in my opinion. It is decent, it's usable, don't get me wrong. It's just, I feel like there's just better silvers to take, and most people will take Restore. If they haven't, they might take this, but they might take something else like him, for example. And finally, we've got this guy. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. 8 strength gold, better than Vabjorn. That's a good one, isn't it? Maybe he's drowning Vabjorn, we can hope. Damage 2 enemy for each damaged enemy. Trying to bring back the probably Axeman, maybe. I mean, the obvious meme is that you play Geralt Yrden to remove all buffs. You play Yennefer to -2, and then you damage 2 to everything. He's decent. I think we could give him definitely a good go. You've got to hit 6 units to get to 20 value. With a lot of units on the board, maybe that'll happen, but they've got to be wounded. And in Foltest and in, Emir Spies and stuff, that's probably going to be quite rare. So, yeah, he's okay. We'll have to see how easy it is to get the damage when people start shifting into the damage archetype. Maybe we'll try it out roughly now and see how many units and enemies I can get wounded in the current meta in anticipation for him. So thank you for the list. I tried to make it funny, tried to get my points across quite quickly. I will go into more detail when I do my top 5 and stuff. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me. I tried to put a little humor into this. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again very soon.